With Hollywood franchises and blockbusters failing left and right, Godzilla, Kong, The New Empire, latest film in Legendary Pictures' MonsterVerse, conquers the weekend box office. With an $80 million domestic debut and $194 million worldwide, the movie has received a less than lukewarm reception from critics, yet at the time of this writing, holds a 92% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So whose opinion is right? Is this another case of critics just not getting it? Or is this just another Transformers-like phenomenon of fans just wanting mindless action? Directed by Adam Wingard, who also directed the previous film Godzilla vs. Kong, with Rebecca Hall returning as Dr. Eileen Andrews alongside Haley Hoddle as Jaya, Dr. Andrews' adopted daughter and the last member of the Iwi tribe. When Godzilla goes on a world tour absorbing nuclear energy, Monarch believes he's prepping for a massive threat. Jaya begins having visions that match recent seismic readings, and the resurfacing of Kong, who has been living in Hollow Earth since the last film, leads Dr. Andrews and the rest of the main cast on a trip into Hollow Earth, where a new tribe of Kongs and their dangerous leader, Scar King, are found. Scar King, who wants to conquer the surface, has at his disposal an ancient titan that once caused the Ice Age, Shimo, requiring Godzilla and Kong to team up to take out this new threat. Amazingly, my summary is actually much more concise than the film, and highlights over some of the more convoluted aspects. To put it simply, Godzilla, Kong, New Empire embraces the most ridiculous aspects of the MonsterVerse and runs with it like a steam engine running out of track over a ravine. Wingard in a recent interview cited his favorite Godzilla films, many of which came from the Showa era of camp and overindulgence, and it seems fans have accepted it as such. With over-the-top action, the film showcases a smorgasbord of titans duking it out. And if all you want is mindless action and giant beasts pounding each other into submission, New Empire is the film for you. Sadly, however, the film is the cinematic version of dangling keys in front of a toddler's face. It's devoid of substance in all areas, from poor dialogue and an even worse plot that is overly convoluted in lore, yet also pathetically underwritten when it comes to narrative structure and characters overcoming threats. The characters have no depth, no arcs, or development. They are there to simply provide exposition and provide more Deus Ex Machina solutions, which Hollywood has gotten so good at recently. Yes, the only enjoyable part of the film is marveling at how ridiculous it is, and watching as it continues to get dumber and dumber. And of course, giant monsters fighting. And while for many the fights are what they came for, no plot required, I hate to say even those felt lackluster. Godzilla vs. Kong was also a poor film, but the final fight versus Mechagodzilla was still a spectacle. The fights in New Empire lack any charm or compelling choreography, with real-world physics thrown out the window, and every global landmark demolished in their path. The ridiculous beatdowns were either not ridiculous enough or just plain stale. So while I suppose I understand the 92 score from the aspect of mindless fun, I personally didn't feel New Empire provided much of that. Yes, there were times I laughed, not when the film intended me to, but still some moments I was entertained by the stupidity. And maybe if the film had truly doubled down on that, I'd have loved it completely. It ultimately felt like a dull kind of dumb that might be interesting to watch once, but isn't dumb enough to become a kitsch gem. I give Godzilla, Kong, The New Empire 1.5 out of 4 stars.